boycott emerged. Sussexes hug crowds of very emotional children turned offensive during pandemic. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle seemed to forget that they were in the middle of a pandemic during a visit to a Harlem middle school on Friday where they were seen hugging children, many of whom were unlikely to be vaccinated. The Sussexes arrived at Harlem's PS 123 Mahalia Jackson School where Meghan read to a group of students before they were photographed hugging dozens of young school children. The school teaches children from grade 3 through to grade 8, putting students between the ages of 8 and 13. However, the group the royal couple met with appeared to be younger than 12. The children and the couple were all seen wearing face masks, which have been mandatory in schools across the state since New York Governor Kathy Hochul re-implemented the mask mandate after she took office last month. The official order requires students, faculty and staff for all grade levels wear face masks in both public and private schools. The public safety measure comes at a time when children under the age of 12 have yet to get approval for a COVID-19 vaccine, and the new Delta variant makes up the majority of new cases. Masks are not required for students eating lunch outside or for those who participate in outdoor sports, but those who were meeting the Duke and Duchess all appeared to be wearing face coverings. It all got too much for some of the children who were reduced to tears as they were embraced by the former working members of the royal family. New York City schools have in-person learning this year, although at least one school in Harlem has been forced to resume remote learning. PS 79 in East Harlem went all remote following the discovery of 19 COVID cases at the school. Mayor Bill de Blasio has been adamant on all school learning to be in person this year, but there are concerns. We do not hesitate to intervene to stop the spread. We follow stringent guidance from health experts to prevent any further transmission by quarantining close contacts, close classrooms, and if necessary, entire buildings, a Department of Education spokesperson explained earlier this week. We are focusing on right now we need testing every week, not every other week, especially in the elementary schools, where children can't be vaccinated, because that's our early warning system to keep those children safe, UFD President Michael Mulgrew said to ABC7. The Sussexes came to the school alongside New York City Schools Chancellor Maysha Porter late Friday morning, after leaving their luxury hotel in Manhattan in their fleet of gas-guzzling SUVs for day 2 of their 3-day New York City tour. Harry and Meghan met with second graders at PS 123 on West 141st Street. Harry sat with the kids while Meghan read from her book, The Bench. I wrote this book originally as a poem for my husband when we just had our little boy, Markle told the class. I haven't ever read it to any other kids besides our own kids. So I'm really excited now I get to read it to you. The couple joined New York City Schools Chancellor Maysha Porter to highlight the Community Schools Initiative, which ensures children are emotionally and socially equipped to learn. When I was a little girl, sometimes you couldn't see books and see people that look like yourself, Markle said. I wanted to make sure that everyone felt like they were included. It was the couple's first major public appearance since the birth of their daughter, Lilibet, in June. Their son, Archie, is now 2 years old. The kids stayed behind in California as Harry and Meghan attended meetings at the United Nations to discuss vaccine equity.